Divine discontent about childhood abuse. Divine discontent, what is that exactly? Don't go anywhere. I'm Toyin Okunuga. I'm the author of Hush to Raw. Hush to Raw, my memoir, a story of love, childhood trauma, but most importantly, my recovery, was number one, a new release bestseller on the 18th of October 2020. So today I'm talking to you about turning anger into divine discontent after you might have suffered some level of childhood abuse. So my interest in talking about these topics, sexual abuse, childhood trauma, is as a result of my own personal experience. I have, in addition to that, certifications in various areas such as childhood adversity, maltreatment of children, young adults' mental health, and cognitive psychology, the introduction to it. It's also as a result of my many years of research into what happens to a child when they're being abused, what happens to them growing up, what happens to their brain, what is the biological, neurological aspect to them that's affected in their life, that they're being affected by in their life. And the reason I did many research, I had to do a lot of research on that, was because there was a lot of inconsistency with my own life. And when I traced my steps back, I thought, oh, that is why I am going through everything I am going through right now as an adult. And I got a severe, in fact, the level of interest I had was severe because I knew I had to heal because of everything I read. It was very scary. And from my deep inner healing, I can tell you now that I no longer bear anger towards my abuser. I have now gained that higher level of divine discontent. Now, divine discontent is when it's coined from the fact that you no longer go out there being angry, because let's face it, anger does not get us very far. But what divine discontent is now saying you will do almost like a peace fight, if you can use both terms, but it's almost like going out there to advocate, to say you want to be part of all those lovely, wonderful people out there, to say no more to sexual childhood abuse. And that's what I now do. So I now start going to within my community, being close to them, saying what can we do to stop this. Also, just making sure that I am a champion to children out there in my own little way. And that is so comforting. In fact, it is part of your healing journey if you're out there and you want to heal. It's when you have healed, the full healing comes from when you start doing something about what is currently taking place. So, and I can tell you that first thing, once you have healed, the last stage of your healing, which is mine and still is by sharing your story. So when I say the last stage of the healing, in another video you'll see how I go through the different stages of healing. But the final stage is almost like you're reaching your self-actualization stage, you know, like that Maslow's triangle. So that's how I feel right now. So number one, to get to that level of saying, now I no longer feel anger, but I'm divinely discontent. The first one is sharing your story. And that is what I did through my Hush to Raw. So sharing your story to get to those deep wounds helps you, helps others know that they are not alone. You are not alone. And we are content with what is happening, and we will do something about it. Not in an angry way, but saying enough is enough. And then the second one is when you are now starting to advocate and do what you need to do, you continually help the survivors out there to say it's okay to come out. And I know this is a huge step because, of course, it's a huge step. I've been through it too. But it's just letting people know and being visible to others that you are no longer ashamed, but you are divinely discontent. But come join us, survivors, so that we can all be where we should be. And that is reaching our highest attainment by healing and helping others heal. And then the third one is also seeing that when people are talking about this thing, we will not shy away from it, but we will stand up and say, me too. As it was coined, hashtag me too, but I want to do something about it. So they're the three sort of things to look out for when you're healed. And for me, I can honestly tell you that because I've started to do something about it, I know I can't heal the world, but my little mission on earth is to say, I stand for this. I am divinely discontent. So they're just my tips to show you that we can stop being angry about it once we have healed. And I will go through the healing steps in my next video, because if you have not healed, I can assure you those wounds, the pain, the anger is still deeply rooted, and you cannot divinely be discontent if you still got anger. When you go out there, you will not express your way in a way that people will take us seriously and say this is something we need to tackle head on. So divinely discontent is the way forward, guys. So I implore you for you to continually be on this journey with me. I release videos Tuesdays and Fridays, so please press that subscribe button and that bell, but also comment. Let's have a dialogue. Let's talk about this invisible, I tell you, invisible illness. It is truly an invisible illness. In subsequent videos, you will see how I discuss how, as a child, if you've been sexually abused, how the impact it has on you as a child, also growing up, and how, if it's not tackled, it can become a generational trauma. So guys, please subscribe to Hush to Raw, comment, let me know your feelings or anything at all. If you have any tips or tricks, anything, let me know so that we can be on this journey together to get all those children out there, maybe not all, one or two, to stop the suffering they're going through. Thank you for watching, and remember, your inner child has a voice. Don't suppress it. Let it roar. Thanks for watching. Bye.